Hey, welcome back to the Realtor Workshop. Today we're talking about the ethical marketing hacks. Can we look behind the curtain to see what your competitors are doing? What are they doing to get an edge that you may or may not have in your business? So in the first section of this workshop, we talked about creating your Facebook ad. We want you being this digital marketer because at the end of the day, the old way of doing marketing, you're very constrained by your geographical area and it's extremely expensive. So now with the internet and the onset of social media, you're literally tapping into an infinite source of clients. They're always looking for you, and you just got to make sure you're out there. But the best way to do that is with a great ad that works. So I want to show you exactly what your competitors are doing and how you can do the exact same thing. So all you're going to do is you just open up a browser, go to Google, and you're going to just type in Facebook ads library. Part of Facebook, they had to, sorry, you're going to just click on ads library. And part of Facebook's mandate is they had to publicly show what the ads are running on their actual platform. So we're the beneficiaries of that legislation. So we can now see everybody who's advertising on Facebook, what they're advertising, how long they've been advertising for. And what that allows you to do is to see what your competitors are doing. You just need to know who they are. So what you're going to do is when you're in the Facebook ads library, I'm just going to do like an all search. This is like anywhere in the world and any category. And we're talking earlier in the first section about doing a home evaluation as one of your ads, one of the 5 ads. Now, before we get into that, I just want to make a brief announcement here. So if you didn't have this, so we're talking about what our competitors are doing. So we've created something called the strategic marketing plan for realtors. So what this is literally a swipe file of our best running ads, our top running ads, what we use day in and day out. And if you want a copy of this book along with a copy of the success plan, I'm recommending there's a button below, just click that, you can get your free copy. And even in the success plan, we have a bunch of ads as well that we run and show you how to run them, what to look for, what to say in the copy. Because at the end of the day, one of the hard things about running advertising is what do you say? How do you become unique? How do you have a unique selling proposition? You really don't want to do what everybody else is doing necessarily. You can tweak it to make it your own. But the key is knowing really what it should look like, what it should sound like, and why it's successful. So that's why I really like this ad library. So it can tell you how long ads have been running for. And all you have to do is you can do your city search, you can do real estate search, you can do realtor search. There's kind of anything you can imagine. So this we're going to do like home evaluation, because that's what we were talking about in the first section of the realtor workshop. And see, there's over 14,000 results. The problem is that's way too broad. So we don't want this is literally all over the world and home evaluations. So most likely these are all realtors, but I want to filter this. So on the right side of the screen, you can see here where it says filters. You can click on that. And then at the end down here, I want to know what ads are running this year and for a longer period of time. So let me see. Since January, let's call it January 24th till now. And I want active ads. So what's been running since January? And why do I want to know that? Well, if an ad is actually working and producing leads that are producing revenue, then guess what? These ads are going to keep running. We've had ads running since 2018 that are still running because they've been so good for us, they've been so profitable. So when you find and tweak the ad that you want, you're going to run into a roadblock and you're going to put out an ad and nobody's going to click on it. It's going to be terrible. So you're going to make that inactive. So you can search inactive ads also, because not every inactive ad is a bad ad. We have inactive ads that are great. They just produce too many leads that we can't handle all the time. So we actually have to inactivate them, and then we're ready to go. We reactivate them. Or if we're running a course for like a specific date, we have to inactivate it after the event is taking place, but we reactivate it when we do an event. You get the idea. So I'm gonna filter out the search from 14,000, and it's obviously gonna give me a lot less. So let me see here. So 6,300. So it knocked off quite a bit. It's still a lot. It's still way too many. But, for the most part, we'll run through some of these. And you're going to see some consistency in home valuations, right? Do you have questions about real estate? When's the best time to sell? When is my home worth today? That could be potentially something we could look at. This with something called Home Spotter. Home Spotter, we're actually going to talk, not that specific group, but we're going to talk about what they do. Basically, you click on that and it takes into a landing page. That landing page idea is we're going to be talking about in the third secret about reducing your advertising costs. So some of these ads, so you can get clever. These are videos.
Thank you, Avery, for signing up to receive the official home bonus. After careful evaluation of our subsidy office, you have...
Does this work? I don't know. They've been running it, it says up here, since April 22nd. So that's only a few days ago. April 18th. I'm sure if you did more research on that specific company, it probably goes back in time. April 18th. So that's not very old. So I want to keep scrolling down and see if we can get something a little bit older. Maybe something in January. April. You're going to get a lot of Aprils. Here, this is one that's in June of last year. So that's been running for quite some time. This one's running since March 7th. It says, want to know what your home is worth, get a cash offer, explore today's market sale options, contact me for free evaluation. And then you're going to click on this and it's going to take you to most likely a new page. Let's see if I can open on this page. No, it won't let me. Anyway, so you get the idea. So what you want to use the ad library for is the copy. So what are other people saying? And what do the pictures look like? I actually don't like this ad. I think your ad needs to be more about the house, not about you as the realtor. You're already on the ad, so why have your face there twice and your name there twice? It doesn't make any sense. So I wouldn't recommend that one. Same with this one. These are all cookie cutter, just because they're using a platform that's basically all the same. I'd want you to avoid cookie cutter stuff because, as you can see, they're all the same ads. It's just different faces. So it's not great. Consumers recognize that and realize it's not for them. This one I like. This one's been running since February. So that's a telltale sign. So it's been running for several months. And it says, do you have any questions about real estate? I live and work in whatever, Lancaster County, and I would love to help you and your family plan your next move. Click to contact me for a free evaluation, a buyer consultation, or simply to have a conversation about what's happening in our marketplace. So that's great. I would change out this ad copy to a house or something in the area of Lancaster County that's recognized by everybody. So, because that's more appealing. So you want the ad to be able to attract someone. Like, you have to be able to stop them in their tracks when they're scrolling through here. So video, that's why video works so well, because it's movement, it changes. But if you're going to do a still picture, do a carousel, which is ideal, but make it about the area or the city that you're actually getting involved with. So this one, yeah, it's the same thing, same company. But anyways, I'll get into that, what they're doing, where it's going. You can't see it, but I'll share that in a minute. But basically what these ads are doing, these are links ads. These are not form pages that we did on the first lesson here in the workshop. So what these do, these link out to a page, and then that page has more information. The problem with linking out to the page, I've done it several times, you can't see, but I'll show you here in a minute, is that they keep doing the same thing. When they get this simple ad and then they send them off to this website, that's a very complicated website. Hey, fill out this 50-page questionnaire to give me your information. Hey, do this, or there's some blockage, and nobody wants that. Which is why Facebook ads have their form integrated into the system, which is why they're so effective, because people are happy to do that. I'm just trying to pick out some here. This one's been running since January. It says, selling your home, don't leave it to chance. Hire the experts to maximize your sale. Not bad. Let me see here. I don't like the copy. Selling or buying, it's very busy. The words are small. This is on a desktop and it's small. Imagine it's on your phone. It's going to be even smaller. You won't be able to read half the stuff on here. The picture's too small. There's a dog there. I don't know. Like, there's too much going on there with that. But the same thing. This links out to a landing page with too many options. They need to know if you're a buyer or you're a seller. If you're your first name, last name, email, zip codes, what's your price range, home types. Like, there's so many things. A confused mind is an indecisive mind. So we're going to show you this into the next secret, into secret 3, of how to minimize your ad costs and ad spend by making it really simple, very simplistic, one button, one question. That's all you need to know. But for the main part, I just want to just show you what is so powerful about this. If it's not home evaluations, we can get all different things here. Let me see. Nothing's really standing out other than these are all very much the same. So maybe I'll shrink this down. So let's say in Canada, choose ad category, all ads. Actually, let's go to housing. Let's go to housing, see what's in housing. Under home evaluation, same filters. Okay, what's been running this year? So April's, not seeing a whole lot of, okay, here, this is kind of how we started as well years ago. So you'd have this graphic, and within the graphic, hey, what's your home worth? The problem with the graphic, you're repeating what's already in the copy, and it's not great. So you want to be able to have a picture that's going to capture someone's attention, or something about the city or the area or the town that they live in, as opposed to what's your home worth and then repeating what's your home worth, and then the rating so small I could barely see it. I can't even see it on my desktop, let alone on a phone. And you got to keep that in mind. Video works so well. Video home tours work incredibly well because people love watching home tours of a property. Is this the right time to sell? Discover your home could sell for today's market with a free no obligation evaluation. I'm here to help you understand your options and plan your next steps. It's actually not bad. And then they make it very simple. And this FB Me is going to be most likely an online form. Yeah, so that's what it is. So they're using great strategy, good copy. The picture's okay. I'd probably make the picture just the house, not like writing and the house. And then the lead form that's what it is. So they're going to capture someone. This ad's been running since April. So that's a new ad. Maybe I'll change that. We'll see if there's some older dates. Say January. See, I want to active. So let's say till March. Let's see what that filters out. But anyways, you get the idea. The whole point of this, I want to show you that you can now have the access to literally anything your competitors are doing. You can look up their specific team name. You can look up the specific individual person, salesperson. You can look up certain areas, locations. I typed in home evaluation, but it could be expireds or FSBOs or investing. No matter what it is, it will be on Facebook, I can guarantee you. And you want to be able to understand what the ads are. If they're there for a long time, they've been running a lot. They don't want to just spend money just for the sake of spending money. I only spend money if the ad's working. If it doesn't work, it gets pulled. That's just how it works. And that's the beauty of Facebook. Yes, there's nothing really striking to me. This one's not bad here. Curious about the current value of your home. I would love to help you providing a free no obligation evaluation home report. Here's your home report. And it goes into, so it looks like another landing page. Oh boy, this one, it doesn't, the link is broken. So I just clicked on that and the link doesn't even work. So I actually like the picture. It's intriguing. She's at a computer, like what is it? It's a landing page. And then she's talking about your home evaluation. So that's decent, but the link is broken. So what's the point of doing that? That's been running for 2 months. He's going to want to fix that. Maybe that's why she's not getting leads. Anyway, so you get the idea. So if we go to something else, let's call it expired, for example, right? We're talking about the top 3 in the first secret. And this one's interesting. Did not sell your Laval home? Let me help. I would offer you a free review of how to increase the market's perception of the value of your home. Get free professional versions of the tools I use to sell homes. Did not sell your home. This is a very good ad. And same with the one next to it. These guys, it's a property that looks just like Laval. Look, I lived in Montreal for 7 years of my life. These look just like homes there. Did you not sell your Côte de Neige home? Let me help you. I would love to offer you a free review of how to increase the market's perception of the value of your home. 2 spot-on ads. And when you go to the ad itself, it goes to a landing page, which is going to decrease their advertising ad costs, but it takes time to generate that. And we're going to be talking that in the next secret. So I think you grasp the concept of Facebook ads library. You want to maintain that this is going to be a key tool in your arsenal, especially when it comes to marketing. Here's another good one. How to sell a house that didn't sell. Brilliant. That's a brilliant ad. It's basic. It's simple. It's to the point. It's going to stop me in my tracks. It's a house that's expired. That's a great ad. So if you're looking at these, that's something you may want to replicate. Okay. And that's a web form too. So that's a lead form. So her ad costs can come way down. And we're going to talk about that next lesson. So let's get right into it. Go to the next lesson. We'll go from there.